These 5 zodiac signs are impossible to read. Have you ever tried to figure out what someone is thinking, only to be met with an absolute blank wall? While some people wear their hearts perfectly on their sleeves, others are true masters of concealment. Today, we are exploring the 5 zodiac signs who are completely impossible to read. Let's find out who made the list. Number 5, Taurus. Exuding a profoundly heavy, immovable silence makes them an incredibly frustrating puzzle for anyone trying to decipher their true feelings. They possess an exceptionally grounded, deeply stubborn nature that completely refuses to offer any unnecessary emotional reactions. When faced with chaotic situations, they simply retreat behind a massive, entirely impenetrable wall of pure stoicism. They do not twitch, they do not sigh, and they absolutely do not volunteer unprompted information. This remarkably thick, deliberately constructed physical armor completely absorbs any probing questions, leaving you staring at a beautifully calm, entirely blank slate that aggressively protects their deeply guarded internal sanctuary completely. Number 4, Gemini. Rapidly shape-shifting their outward persona creates a brilliantly chaotic smokescreen that makes pinning down their actual baseline completely impossible. They possess a dizzyingly agile mind that instinctively mirrors whatever specific energy the current room requires. You might think you have finally understood their core emotional state, only for them to instantly pivot into an entirely different, incredibly convincing character a few seconds later. This relentless, highly sophisticated psychological camouflage is not a lie. It is a profound defense mechanism. They masterfully drown their true, deeply vulnerable feelings underneath a massive, sparkling ocean of incredibly fast, perfectly calculated, and highly distracting social noise. Number 3, Capricorn. Maintaining a severely intimidating, highly controlled aura of absolute professionalism effectively neutralizes any attempt to penetrate their emotional vault. They fundamentally view unpredictable feelings as a highly dangerous liability that could catastrophically disrupt their meticulously structured reality. Therefore, they aggressively suppress any visible reactions, locking their facial expressions into a permanent, coldly polite mask of unshakable competence. You can never tell if they are deeply devastated or completely overjoyed because they respond to absolutely every scenario with the exact same terrifyingly calm, intensely measured detachment. They absolutely refuse to ever grant anyone the immense power of witnessing their closely guarded internal fractures. Number 2, Scorpio. Masterfully concealing a terrifyingly intense, churning psychological ocean beneath a perfectly still surface makes them the ultimate human enigma. They operate with an incredibly paranoid, fiercely protective emotional radar that actively punishes any accidental display of vulnerability. They will look directly into your soul with a deeply hypnotic, entirely unblinking stare that actively extracts all of your secrets while simultaneously revealing absolutely none of their own. They carefully calculate every single micro-expression, intentionally projecting a chillingly calm exterior that completely disguises the incredibly violent, massively powerful emotional storms constantly raging just underneath their beautifully composed, entirely impenetrable physical armor. Number 1, Aquarius. Operating entirely from behind a brilliantly detached, highly cerebral psychological fortress makes reading their underlying emotions a completely futile endeavor. They naturally process the entire world through a rigorously analytical, deeply objective lens that simply bypasses standard human sentimentality. When you attempt to gauge their emotional temperature, you are met with a profoundly blank, almost robotic observation. They actively remove themselves from messy interpersonal dynamics, preferring to exist as an untouchable, fiercely independent observer of human behavior. This incredible, entirely alien level of absolute intellectual detachment ensures their deepest personal truths remain permanently locked inside a brilliantly complex, utterly inaccessible mental labyrinth. Conclusion. Understanding these incredibly guarded communication styles is crucial for navigating deeply complex relationships. Let me know your sign and thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.